Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam Paramanandamadhavam. Let us read together the verses that we completed yesterday, 11 to 50. Okay, together.
Avajananti mam mudhaha manushim tanumáśritam param bhāvamajanantah mama bhūtamaheshwaram moghāśā moghakarmāṇah moghajñānā vicētasah राक्षसीमासुरीं चैव प्रकृतिं मोहिनीं श्रिताः महात्मानस्तु मां पार्थ दैवीं प्रकृतिमाश्रिताः भजन्त्यनन्यमनसः ज्ञात्वा भूतादिमव्ययम् सततं कीर्तयन्तो मां यतन्तश्च दृढव्रताः नमस्यन्तश्च मां भक्त्या नित्ययुक्ता उपासते ज्ञानयज्ञेन चाप्यन्ये यजन्तो मामुपासते एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा विश्वतो मुखम्.
The Lord explains how those who have no inclination towards the higher pursuits of life, who have no inkling about His divine nature, how their entire lives go in vain. Moghāśā moghakarmāṇah moghajñānā vicētasah. Mogha here means it is not moha, it is mogha. Mogha means vain, has gone to waste, vyartha. If the higher inclination is not there, and if one lives a life of mere animalistic tendencies, which is what the mind wants usually, then the very foundation of one's life, which is desire, goes in vain. When a wasteful desire arises, the action that springs from such a desire will also be a waste. A foolish desire will only lead to a foolish action. And therefore, the Lord says, Moghāśā moghakarmāṇah. By these terms, Moghāśā and moghakarmāṇah, he holds in the ambit of these words a life which is dedicated only for material pursuits. Material pursuits, of course, they give their joy. Who would ever say that a laddu will not give happiness? True, it gives happiness, but a life dedicated to laddu. Occasionally you can have a laddu. What is wrong? Nothing is wrong about it. But if you say the aim of your life is laddu, then I remember as a young boy, I wanted to become a shopkeeper, a small fellow, because we used to go and purchase for our mother. Mother would say, you go to the shop and get this. And we used to say, what will you give me, mummy? Mummy would say, you take 10 paisa out of it at that time. And with that 10 paisa, we can get some cashew nuts or something like that. Some sweets, some 5 paisa, 10 chocolate we can get. And we used to have that. And for that, we used to go to the shop. I used to wonder, the shopkeeper, you see so many dabbas of sweets and this cashew nut and all those things he's having. And I thought when I grow up, I'll become a shopkeeper. Thank God I did not become a shopkeeper. When the desire goes wrong, the action will go wrong. That is a very important principle in life. Therefore, check your desire if you want to grow in life. And desire, action, but for desire to move into action and to give the right result, what is required is a correct action. You want a result, yes. But for that result, the action should be right. You should know what to do to get what you want. Just knowing what I want does not mean you will get what you want, provided you know what to do and how to get it. But if the desire itself has gone wrong, even the knowledge of what to do and how to get will go in vain. And therefore, mogha jnana. Janati ichchati yatate. This is our life in short. Janati, I know. Janati knows. Janami, I know. Janati knows. Knowledge. Ichchati, desire. Yatate, effort. Action. To know, to desire, to act. This is what our life is. Nothing more than this is in our life. Please think. What is your life? If you take your whole life and analyze, you can put all that you have and know, everything, whatever you are in your mind space, that mental space, into these three things. I know these things. I want these things. I can do these things. This is what we are. Is there anything more than this? And therefore, when Lord says moghasha, mogha karmanaha, mogha jnana, what he means is that the whole life goes in vain. Do we want our lives to go in vain? Then please do this carefully. Fix your goal rightly. Wanting is different, goal is different. The mind may want 100 things. What does the mind know? Mind is a kid. You show the kid a chocolate and then a 100 rupee note, the kid will go for a chocolate. Probably kids are more knowledgeable now. That is good then. Because the kid wants a chocolate, immediate. pleasure. Immediate pleasure is okay, but we cannot sacrifice our life for just immediate pleasure. Pleasure should be like, when you have food, you have achar, na? Pickle. Pleasure should be like pickle in life. Would anybody eat pickle only as a staple food? Occasionally, when you are tired, have some pleasure. What is wrong? Nothing wrong. Nobody says you should not have pleasure. But you cannot have pleasure as a aim and goal of life. That's a waste of life. And anyhow, how much pleasure can we have also? How much pleasure can we have? We become tired of just enjoyments also. Nobody gets tired of a great goal. Nobody gets bored of working for a higher cause. Nobody gets dulled because of greater aims. They inspire. They fire our motivation and keep us energized. Selfishness makes us weak, anxious, tired, and causes nothing but turbulence in our life. If the goal is higher, it doesn't mean if the goal is higher, you sacrifice pleasures. No. If the goal is higher, you give pleasures their right place and not an overdue to it. Everything has a place, but everything must be in its own place. Everything has got a place. Even the dress that we wear has got a place. It is required. But suppose your whole life is only collecting slippers and shoes. There are people, isn't it? And sometimes foolishly, sometimes we go to homes. Occasionally such homes also, they call us, we go. Wherever they call us, we have to go. A sannyasi will have to go. And they show us, Swamiji, come, I will show you my collection. And I think some books they are going to show, something like that. Mad fellow I am. Then they open the door. Not open the door, open one room, open the door. And what do I see? Chappal over chappal. Different varieties, different this, that, this. What can I do? If they leave me, I'll be happy. Then they start explaining what is the glory of that chappal over this chappal. Swamiji, watch carefully. And they take it. Bring it. Swamiji, hold this. Hari Om, Hari Om. You can't live a life collecting chappals. There should be some greater aims and goals. Moha jnana vichetasa. Then what is the life they would live? Rakshasi masurim chaiva. Led by desires, one lives a life of an asura, devoting oneself only to pleasures. Rakshasi, led by anger, this is raga dvesha. With raga, the life becomes asuric. With dvesha, the life becomes rakshasic. But finally, both of them are mohini, deluding in nature. Compared to these are those who have an inclination for the higher. Their goal is not just the world. Their goal is not just to get this or that. To get this or that is okay, but to get this or that alone cannot be life. There has to be something higher. Especially when the body itself that we hold, for which we are getting this or that, is going to one day fall. What is the goal of life? I want to build a mansion for me. Okay, you build a mansion with all tension. And then what happens? You build the mansion and so much of tension you have taken. And then, house warming. For that also you called all kind of people who have this influence, that influence, and this and that, and all kind of people. And then you called everybody. And everything got over. And then it was so tiring for you. You lay down to bed. And then you didn't get up. Why? Had a heart attack while sleeping. Now what? See, these can't be goals of life. To have a home, yes, you must have. To have a vehicle, yes, you must have. To have some good dresses, yes, we must have. To have some good food to eat, yes, we must have. All these things are fine, but these can't be goals. These are necessities, requirements. Sometimes you can take the necessity to a little higher level and make it comfort. But we should be careful, because our Gurudev says very beautifully, comfort comes as a guest, lingers to become a host, and stays to enslave us. Shall I repeat that again? Comfort comes as a guest, lingers to become a host, and stays to enslave us. We should be careful. We should be careful, yes. This much is fine, not more. Even when we raise our children, especially when we have worked hard and then we have managed to come to a particular, kind of life, and then we want to give to our children, we should be careful also. Are we spoiling or are we helping? All right? But those who have got a higher goal in life, they are called as Mahatmas. The very reason that they have a higher goal, Mahan Atma, Mahan Atma, Mahan Manaha, Mahat Manaha, meaning Mahan Vicharaha. So who are Mahatmas? They have a greater thinking. These Mahatmas, because of their goals being right, because they see the meaninglessness of making pleasures alone a goal. Because of that, what happens? Devīṃ prakritimashritaः. They invoke the goodness in their heart. Prakriti nature. Good nature is also in our heart. Ignoble nature also in our heart. Both are there within us. You take recourse to the good nature, then you rise in life. You become a slave of the ignoble tendencies in your heart, then what happens? We only have a fall. To rise or fall depends on what we take recourse to in our own hearts. The Mahatmas, taking recourse to the Daivi Prakriti, the good nature, they rise up. They spend their lives in a noble direction. Being devoted to God, they find sufficient time to do the important things in life. Not living as just an animal or a bird or some creature which does not have a higher possibility of a higher living. Not living like that, but taking recourse to the higher nature, using their three instruments, using their various equipments in the search of the higher, they devote their lives. Apart from there, whatever usual work they need to do. And what is that? Nityayukta, with the mind. Then vacha, kirtayantaha. And then with the body, namasyantaha. These are the instruments that we have. We do our things with these three instruments only. Either with the mind, or with the speech, or with the body. These are the three karana we have. So they use these three karanas, three instruments, in a higher method of life, and they raise higher. So through the prema bhakti, they approach the Lord. And then there are the others who through jnana bhakti approach the Lord. We have seen all these things. And what is that jnana bhakti? That jnana bhakti, Bhagavan said, jnana yajñaḥ. Jnana yajñaḥ, the worship of knowledge. What are we all doing here? We are doing jnana yajñaḥ, is it not? And what is this jnana yajñaḥ? In jnana yajñaḥ, we devote ourselves to the higher knowledge. And these Mahatmas who go through the method of knowledge, and even that is of three types. Like how the prema bhakti could be through the mind, nitya yukta, through kirtana, or through namaskara, which is worship or puja. In the same way, these great Mahatmas following through the path of knowledge, how do they go? They, as Bhagavan says, ekatvena pratatvena vishvato mukam, bahudha vishvato mukam, three ways. Ekatvena, by knowing their oneness with the Lord, by meditating upon their inner consciousness itself to be the Lord. Ekatvena. Pritatvena, even when they worship the Lord with a particular sense of difference, it seems to be a sense of difference because they seem to be worshipping Bhagavan in a particular murti or something, but yet, pritatvena, even if it is there, they see their oneness with the deity whom they worship. Like how Atma Tvam Girijamati, we saw yesterday. Considering like how Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to worship. It looks as though they are worshipping a particular form of the Lord. But ultimately what happens? That knowledge they have that the very Lord whom they worship is they themselves. That is pratatvena. And what is the next one? Vishvato mukam. They see the Lord in his manifold, bahudha, varied forms, and they know that everything is the Lord and Lord alone. Jagatā īśadhī yukta sevanam ashtamurti bhrideva pujanam. So they see the Lord in everything, in every object. They see the Lord and the Lord alone. In this way, through knowledge, they rise. Now, explaining this aspect of bahudha vishvato mukam, the Lord explains in 4 verses. 4 verses. I think the Lord very much likes bahudha vishvato mukam. Meaning, one is to close our eyes and see the inner consciousness as the Supreme Lord, ekatvena. Another is, even when you worship the Lord, to know the Lord whom I worship is me myself. And the third one is to see each and every object. Yacca kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate shruyate piva antarbahishcha yat sarvam vyapya narayana stitaha. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, anything that you see, to see that as a Lord alone in that particular form. Every wave is water. Every bubble is water. To see each and everything as a Lord and Lord alone is a worship of the Lord in its cosmic form. And that he explains now. Let us read 16th and 17th verses together.
ahaṃ kraturahaṃ yajñaḥ
ahaṃ kraturahaṃ yajñaḥ
svadhāhamahamauṣadham
svadhāhamahamauṣadham
mantrō'hamahamēvājyam ahaṃ
hutam
pitāhamasya jagatō
pitāmahasya jagatah
mātā dhātā
dhātā pitāmahaḥ
vēdyaṃ
pavitramōṅkāra
ṛksāma
yajurēva
ahaṃ kraturahaṃ yajñaḥ svadhāhamahamauṣadham mantrō'hamahamēvājyam ahaṃ hutam pitāhamasya jagatō mātā dhātā pitāmahaḥ vēdyaṃ pavitramōṅkāra ṛksāma yajurēva
ahaṃ kratuhu ahaṃ yajñaḥ ahaṃ svadhāhamahamauṣadham ahaṃ mantrāḥ ahaṃ ajñam ahaṃ agnihi ahaṃ hutam. Ahaṃ, the Lord. How do they see Vishvatomukam? To see in each and everything the Lord and Lord alone. He gives an example. Kratuhu is a yajña which belong to the Shrutis. Śraṇaṃ we call. Even the yajñas are of two types. Those which are based on the Shrutis and those which are based on the Smritis. Kratu refers to those yajñas which are based on the Shrutis. Give an example. For example, Jyotishtoma, Soma Yaga. Have you heard of these things? Ashwamedha Yajna. Have you heard? Nowadays people, we do not see. Jyotishtomena swarga kamo yajeta. By performing a Jyotishtoma, one goes to swarga, etc., etc. So those yajñas which are given in the Shrutis, explicated in detail in the Shrutis, are called as kratu. Yajña here refers to those which are given in the Smritis. Smarta. This again is of 5 types. Some of you may know. Deva yajña, Pitru yajña, Rishi yajña, Manushya yajña, Bhuta yajña. 5. These are. I'm not going to go in detail to all these yajñas because that is the topic will go away. But I should just tell a little bit what is Deva yajña. For the various deities, worship is done. Indra, Vayu, Varuna, etc. Pitru yajña. Pitru yajña is the shraddha and other rituals that we take for the welfare of our forefathers. Manushya yajña is the assistance we offer to people in need. Atithis who come to our home, we take care of them. Guests. People who have difficulty in our own family, we take care. Even others who come with some requirement and need, we take care. That is a worship, Manushya yajña. Bhuta yajña is the care we evince towards other creatures, pets, cows, other creatures, birds. That is also worship. Rishi Yajna is what we are all doing now. Rishis have given the knowledge to study the knowledge and to ensure that the knowledge is shared. That is also a yajna. Usually when we hear the word yajna, what comes to our mind is a fire ritual, is it not? Now you please see. All these 5 are called yajna. Ahaṃ svadhā, to see the Lord as svadhā. Svadhā is the śraddha ceremony specifically being taken up here. It is an offering which is given to the pitrus, the pinda and all those things. They are termed the svadhā. Ahaṃ auṣadham. Auṣadham in the yajna or the yaga, the samagri that one offers. Auṣadha means plants, which come from plants. So sometimes auṣadha, we take auṣadha also medicine, is it not? That which comes from plants, oshadhi, is auṣadham. So food, meaning we offer rice into the yaga. That rice is a auṣadha. It comes from the plants. Auṣadha is also medicine. All of them they see as the Lord and Lord alone. Mantrō'hamahamēvājyam. For the yaga, the mantra which is used is also me. Is also me means what? Is also the Lord. Ahaṃ ajñaḥ. Ajñaḥ, the ghee which is offered, is also the Lord. Ahaṃ agnihi, the fire is also me. Ahaṃ hutam, the entire action, the havana karma is also me. Meaning, one action, the Lord says, one action, the ritual action, in that every component is the Lord. There is another famous verse in the 4th chapter, similar to that, similar to this. What is the verse? Brahmarpanam brahmahavihi brahmagno brahmana hutam brahmaiva tena gantavyam brahma karma samadhina. The same idea is reflected there. The arpanam is Brahman, the havis is Brahman, the agni is Brahman. The one who is able to see everything as a Lord. One action is given here. Meaning, in this action, if everything is the Lord you see, then every action you take up in your life and see the Lord there. For example, now we are talking is going on. What is the meaning of this Bahuda Vishwadmukam practice? This mic is God. This table is God. This chair is God. The people sitting in front of me is God. I should not forget me. I am also God. Now this practice, if you do, then you are practicing this. Now you are all sitting now. Okay? Now you practice this. How would you practice this?
That plate is God, you said.
Acha, plate is God. Now how will you practice it now? You say to yourself, the chair is God. The book I am holding is God. The pen I am having is God. The person sitting near me is God. But Swamiji, how can that be God? Remember, every wave is water. If you remember that. Each one of us are nothing but that existence appearing in a particular form. There was a great saint in Tiruvannamalai, in down south. Not talking of Ramana Maharishi, who was well known. A great saint. He used to, it's called Chatti Swami. He was called Chatti. Chatti is a pot. Chatti Swami, he carries a chatti. That earthen pot. He used to carry, and wherever he goes, people used to put food. And whole from morning he starts and up to night, huge chatti will fill up with food. And midnight, he will go to the center of the market, midnight, nobody is there, center of the market, and then start clapping. All the dogs together run, they would come. And then he would start feeding them. Feeding them means, don't think he used to put down. He would take them and give it to them as though they're children. They would eat from his hand. He would give the dog, and then he would this dog, that dog. And all the dogs, dogs, how they fight for food. Nothing. All of them patiently sitting round him as though children sitting round the mother. All of them, little bit here. And then fine, in between he will eat himself also. Some people who watched, some foreigners had come. Tiruvannamalai had many foreigners come. Some foreigners were looking, hey, what is this? Commenting to themselves. Look at this man. He doesn't know even the difference between an animal and a human being. Their language, English. And this Swami, this Mahatma, suddenly says, hey, you know what? The dog is Vishnu, and I am Vishnu, and you, Vishnu, why are you laughing at me? We are all God, only wearing different masks. If not for this life principle, will we be alive? That life principle is God. That life principle expresses differently in different equipments. But life principle has no faults. Like how the vision is there in all of us. But if the eye is not good, then you don't see well. Do you blame the vision or do you blame the eye? In each one of us, the Lord and Lord alone is. Regardless of how anyone behaves, that person is God. That object is God. To keep this vision, in spite of what we have to do, I'm not saying you should, whatever you have to do, you have to do. Snake is going. You cannot go and say, snake God, come. You see a snake, you keep away. That is a different matter. But do not forget that snake is also God. In life, we come across people who are helpful to us, people who are terrible to us. Handle the terrible person the way you have to handle, and handle the good person also the way you have to handle. You are good to the good person, yes, that is understandable. But in your inner wisdom, never forget it is God and God alone as all the people. Even when you take your food and put in your mouth, this food is God. And as you put the food in the mouth, this mouth is God. This is a vision of Bahudha Vishwato Mukham. And explaining this further, why do you say everything is God? Because I alone am all these. Pitāhamasya asya jagatā, this entire world, I am the father. Mātā ahaṃ, I am the mother. What is this, Swamiji? Pitāhaṃ, father in heaven or what? What is this? It is a poetical way of expressing that God is both the nimitta karana and the upadana karana. Nimitta karana is efficient cause. Upadana karana is material cause. The father and the mother, we know, children are born, is it not? The father is the efficient cause. The father enables, but then the mother, keeping in her own womb, nourishes the child, gets the child to grow to that size and delivers. Right? In the same way, the Lord says, somebody may say Lord is Father. Somebody may say that Lord is only an efficient cause. Somebody may say Lord is a material cause. But God says here, I am both the efficient as well as a material cause. In the creation of a pot, the potter is the efficient cause. The clay is the material cause. Is it not? The potter is different, the clay is different. The potter, using the clay, creates a pot. So here you have an efficient cause, which is the potter, the material cause, which is the clay. When God says, I am both the father and the mother, what he means is that I am both the efficient as well as a material cause. Those who have studied some Vedanta would have heard this term, abhinna nimitta upadana karana. Have you heard? Some of you? Yes, some of you have heard. And that is the meaning of pitāhamasya, mātā. Meaning, what does it mean? It means every bit of this world, like how every bit of the pot is made up of clay, and every bit of the ornament also is made up of course, not clay, but gold. Meaning, wherever you touch the pot, you are touching the clay. Wherever you are touching the ornament, you are touching gold. In the same way, anything you touch, anything you feel, anything you hear, anything you smell, everything is God and God alone. Dhātā. Dhātā means nourisher. One thing is to create, another thing is to continuously nourish it when it is there. The Lord says, I am the dhātā also. So I am the pita, I am the mātā. Meaning, I am the karana for the entire jagat. And once a jagat is in place, then too, I am the one who upholds it. I hold it. I keep it alive. I keep it to be there. I am the existence which makes everything exist. I am the dhātā. Not only that, you are the father, you are the mother. Sometimes people ask this question. When we go to school and all those things, children, sometimes when we have Balvira class and all those things, God created the world. A question. God created the world. Who created God? He knows. When you say Pita and Mātā, then a person may ask, who is God's father? He says, I am pitāmahaḥ also. Meaning what? There is no cause to me. I alone am everything. I alone am everything. I have created everything. And who created you? That what you think as must have created me, I am that also. That is the meaning of this. Vēdyaṃ pavitramōṅkāra. Whatever you come to know, that also is me. Whatever you want to know, vēdyaṃ, whatever you want to know, that also is me. Pavitram, I am the pure. I am the pure means what? You may see the world to have lots of changes and modifications. That is all external, but inner truth I am, and that is without any changes, that is without any modification, that is absolutely pure and immaculate. And then Omkaraha, I am what is revered as Om. Om is the name of the Lord. Om is the universal name of the Lord. You may wonder why Om is the name of Lord. Because the very structure of Om encapsulates the totality. God is everything, yes. Om is also everything. How is Om everything? Om is made up of 3 syllables. A, U, Ma. All right? A, U, Ma. A plus U is equal to O, and O and Ma is Om. A, U, Ma represents the entire gamut of what we can pronounce, what we can utter. We open our mouth, the natural sound is Ah. Is it not? Open your mouth and see what sound comes. Ah. Natural. You could be an Indian or an American or you're French or a German or an Italian or a Spanish. You open your mouth, what comes is Ah. The natural sound. You close your mouth also, the natural sound is And you keep your mouth in the middle, the natural sound is Ooh. All right? Ah, ooh, Can you say anything other than opening the mouth or closing the mouth or keeping the mouth in the middle? No. All that you can say, you can only utter through your mouth. Is it not? And every object, whatever you want to say, call tree, mountain, elephant, donkey, etc., etc., whatever you want to say has to be uttered to the mouth only. These are the only 3, of course. A little bit you adjust, then La will come, Ru will come. But finally, all that you say has to come through the mouth only. So, the middle portion, U, the beginning portion, A, the end portion, Ma, combine all of them, you have as a set, a representative set of all possible words. And every word, an object is called by a word. Every object we give a name, is it not? And therefore, every object can be comprehended by names, and every names can be comprehended through the mouth, the words that we utter, and every word, all words can be comprehended within the 3 syllables A, U, Ma. And therefore, in Om, you have the entire world. Are you getting what I'm saying? Is this okay? In Om, all words are represented. And words represent the objects. All objects is the Lord. And therefore, Om represents all objects. And therefore, Om is the name of the Lord. I am that Om. And the sacred Vedas, ṛksāma yajus, all the Vedas are also me. In other words, what the Lord is telling, see everything as me. See everything as me. All that you see, please know it as me. Not only that, continuing further, next 2 verses.
gatirbhartā prabhuḥ sākṣī
Gatirbhartā prabhuḥ sākṣī
nivāsaḥ śaraṇaṃ suhṛt
nivāsaḥ śaraṇaṃ suhṛt
prabhavaḥ pralayasthānaṃ
prabhavaḥ pralayasthānaṃ
nidhānaṃ bījamavyayam
nidhānaṃ bījamavyayam
tapāmyahamahaṃ varsham
tapāmyahamahaṃ varsham
nigrihణāmyutsrujāmi ca
nigrihణāmyutsrujāmi ca
amrutam chaiva mrityuscha
amrutam chaiva mrityuscha
sadasacchāhamarjuna
sadasacchāhamarjuna
gatirbhartā prabhuḥ sākṣī nivāsaḥ śaraṇaṃ suhṛt prabhavaḥ pralayasthānaṃ nidhānaṃ bījamavyayam tapāmyahamahaṃ varsham nigrihణāmyutsrujāmi ca amrutam chaiva mrityuscha sadasacchāhamarjuna
gatihi bharta prabhuః sākṣī nivāsaḥ śaraṇaṃ suhṛt prabhavaḥ pralayaḥ sthānaṃ nijānaṃ bījamavyayam ahaṃ. The ahaṃ is to be understood. Gatihi. How would you like to visualize God for yourself? How would you like to visualize God? Choose any of these visualizations and relate yourself to the highest principle. Gatihi. Gatihi gamyate iti. What you want to attain. Do you want to visualize God as the goal of your life? Do you want to visualize God as a goal of your life? Yes. If so, the morning, as soon as you get up in the morning, think about this. God, you are my goal. Every morning, make an assertion. Lord, you are my goal, nothing else. Gatihi. Connect yourself to the Lord as the goal, what you want to attain in your life. That will change the whole way you live your day. Bharta is another way you can think about God. Bharta, husband is called Bharta, isn't it? Why is he called Bharta? He's called Bharta because he takes care of the home. Bharana krit iti Bharta. He takes a responsibility. And therefore those ladies who take the whole responsibility of the home should be called as Bharta. Bharta means the one who has taken responsibility for you. Why worry? The Lord is my Bharta. Why be anxious when the Lord is there to take care of me? What problems are there which can't be handled? The Lord is there with me. I read a nice statement. There's nothing impossible for God and me to achieve together. Bharta. It is not that the lady alone should think of God as Bharta. All of us are jivas. And who takes care of us? Bharta. This way you can connect yourself to God. These are all options the Lord gives Himself. Any way you visualize, I am there for you. Or prabhuḥ. Take the Lord as your master. He is your boss. I work for the Lord. I work for none but the Lord. He is my boss. I report to Him. So every day before going to sleep, give a report of whatever you have done. and say, boss, are you happy with me? Do you have any commands for tomorrow? Bharta. Prabhu, sorry, did I say? Prabhu. Prabhu is the boss. Gatihi, Bharta, Prabhuḥ, or who is God? He is the sākṣī. He is ever watching me. Sometimes mothers, parents tell children, be careful. God is watching you. Because the mother knows she can't watch over him always. So the mother tells, God watches you. And if you do a mistake, Swami kanna kutiro. Threaten small children. Swami kanna kutiro means what? God will poke your eye. I don't know why they say that. Frightening children. Not correct. Every action of us, every thought of us is illumined by that consciousness principle. Is it not? That consciousness principle which is illumining every unuttered word, every secret thought, every action of yours is that Supreme Lord. You want to keep him like that? Keep him like that. Find which way you want or what all ways you want and connect yourself every day with the Lord. Nivāsaḥ. Nivāsaḥ, the Lord is my residence. The Lord is my residence. What is a residence? Residence is where we live. I breathe His air. I eat His food. I sleep in His place. Offer your home to God. And don't say this is my home. You say this is God's home. The nivāsaḥ, for example, for all of us for the next half an hour at least, this is our nivāsaḥ, is it not? The place we stay. This is God's place. He is nivāsaḥ. Your home is His home. It is not yours. Swamiji, I built my home. What you are saying? That means this doesn't appeal to you. Forget it. Whatever appeals to you, what home you built? You took some sand, you took some stones, you didn't take also. That is a different matter. The contractor and the architect did nothing. You did not even contract an architect. Somebody built for you. You entered inside paying some money. Who created sand? Who created water? Who created lime? Who created for cement? The various things. Who created all these things? He created all those things. And somebody put all those things together. And your father gave you money. And with that money you got. What did you get? Everything is His. It is, the whole world is His. We reside in Him. Nivāsaḥ. śaraṇaṃ. śaraṇaṃ. śrīyate dukkam. śaraṇaṃ means refuge. Refuge means what? Where your sorrow ceases. That is śaraṇaṃ. Consider the Lord as śaraṇa. The refuge where you will, all your sorrows will cease. The Chandogya Upanishad is a beautiful mantra. Sayata shakunihi sutrena prabadha disham disham patitva anyatra ayatanam alabdva bandhanameva upashrayate tanmanaha disham disham patitva anyatra ayatanam alabdva pranameva upashrayate. It's a bird which is held in the hand with a string. You must have seen. And this, usually they have falcon and birds like that. This falcon goes from the hand, goes high into the skies, but it cannot rest anywhere. It goes there and the string pulls him. And again it tries, goes there, string pulls him. Again he tries to go there, string pulls him. And finally, where will the bird rest? It has to come to the hand to rest. Is it not? The same way this mind, disham patitva, going to this object, going to that object, going to this object, going to that object, not finding its comfort anywhere. Finally, what does the mind do? The mind comes back to the self, and therein it finds its abode of joy and fulfillment. God is that sharana wherein all my sorrows cease. Shiryate dukkham. You want to think about God like that? As your final refuge. I am not going to find my happiness in anybody, in any relationship. God is my refuge, sharanam. You want to take God like that and live your life? For the next one. Suhṛt. Suhṛt, my friend. Long back, when I was there in a residential school, Chinmaya International Residential School, children, so 5th standard to 12th standard, it's a very good school. So I was teaching there, the spiritual classes and all I used to take. So 5th standard I was taking classes, and it was Janmashtami day, Sri Krishna Janmashtami day. So therefore, at the end of the class I told, children, today is Janmashtami, Sri Krishna Janmashtami, and therefore Sri Krishna is walking with you wherever you go. What you do, you hold his hand and you take him with you. So when you drink Bonvita, give a little for him, okay? And when you eat food, he should also have a place near you. He is also eating. And children, 5th standard, the 10-year-olds and all, they have a different mind. So breakfast time, as we all, assemble in the dining hall and have our food, I also went. The moment we go inside, all the children come and catching us. They used to call us Bhaiya and then Didi, like that they used to call. So brahmacharis were called Bhaiya and brahmacharis were called Didi. So Bhaiya, they would catch us so that we should sit near them, So the dining hall, that day I went a little late. So I found there one chair left there. I went to sit down there. That 5th standard child, her name was Meera, even now I remember. I said, Bhaiya, don't sit here. I said, every child will want me to sit near. What? Don't sit here. I said, Meera, why? Bhaiya, Krishna is sitting here. I forgot what I told. Suhṛt. Hold his hand. Wherever you go, walk with him. Be with him always. He is ever there. Only we don't see. He is right within us. He is the friend, true friend of us. Hold him. Your husband is not going to come with you always. Sorry, I am telling the truth. Your wife will not come always with you. Neither your children, nor your grandchildren, nor even your body is going to come with you. That Lord, whoever is your friend, remember him and be with him. He is the friend to whom you can tell the deepest of your thoughts. And still he will continue to love you unconditionally. Suhṛt. See how many ways you can connect yourself with the Lord. gatirbhartā, prabhuḥ, sākṣī, nivāsaḥ, śaraṇaṃ, suhṛt. Or look at it from the cosmic level. He is the prabhavaḥ. Prabhuḥ, he is the very cause of the universe. Why? He is the bījam. prabhavaḥ pralayaḥ sthānaṃ nidhānaṃ bījamavyayam. He is the very source of the universe because he is the very seed from which the tree of this cosmos has come. Pralayaḥ, he is the final end of this world, of this whole cosmos. Why? Nidhānaṃ, where everything is placed. Nidhiyate asmin, where everything is placed. This whole world is going to be placed in him only. He is the sthānaṃ. He is a sthāna, he is a sthiti karana. He is a cause for the sthiti of the world. In this way, connect yourself personally with the God and also totally from the cosmic viewpoint also with the Lord and enjoy the benefits of Lord's company. All right? Please let us not study these verses as one more verse is over. Let us see how we can take it to our life and transform our lives once and for all. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes.
You please agree, otherwise I'll close it and get up and go. Every verse has a power to transform us. Every word can change us. You don't have to study the whole Gita. Take one idea and it can change. All right? Okay. One more verse will complete. tapāmyahamahaṃ varsham.
tapāmyahamahaṃ varsham nigruhnāmyutsrujāmi cha.
Nigruhnāmyutsrujāmi cha.
amrutam chaiva mrityuscha.
Amrutam chaiva mrityuscha.
sadasacchāhamarjuna tapāmyahamahaṃ varsham nigruhnāmyutsrujāmi cha. amrutam chaiva mrityuscha sadasacchāhamarjuna.
In every action, see the Lord. You see how the Lord is guiding us to see His multifaceted bahudha vishvato mukham. The last verse in that. Tapāmyahamahamāh. Tapāmyahamahamāh. I heat the world. As a sun, I heat the world in the summers. So when in summer, when it feels hot, you say, "Hey God, how are you? I see you here." Can you say that? You say, too hot. I can't even wear my dress. I feel like taking it off. Array, opportunity for you to think about God. Bahana dundo. Na? In Hindi you say like that. Bahana is what? Find out a chance or opportunity, right?
Reason.
Excuse. Correct? Excuse, right? Find an excuse to remember God. Gentle breeze is coming. How you should feel? Hi God. So sweet of you. Why not? Fire, water, air, earth, everything is here only, is it not? Puram bhamsyana lo nilombaramahar nato himamshu puman ityabhati characharatmakamidam yasyaiva murtyashtakam nanyat kinchana vidyate. Nothing is there other than God. Is it not? Tapāmyahamahaṃ, I hit the world, hey, hey. And then what? Ahaṃ varsham nigrihnāmi. When there is no rain, you know who is doing that? It's me. In summer, I hold the reins and don't allow the rains. Nigrihna, I hold it. So when there's no rain, remember God. And then, utsrajamicha. And then in the rainy season, I shower this world with those gentle drops to start with and larger drops. And then at that time, do not say, it is keeping on raining. When will it stop? Don't waste your time thinking all those things. Lord, it's so lovely you are raining. A Tamil poet by name Bhāradiyār says very nicely, Kakkai chiraginile nandalala undan kariya mugam thondrudada nandalala தீக்குள் விரலை வைத்தால் நந்தலாலா உன்னை தீண்டும் இன்பம் தோன்றுதடா நந்தலாலா. Beautiful is this. Kakkai chiraginile, crow. He sees that blackish, brownish. Hey God, I see your color there. And when I put my finger in the fire, I feel like I've touched you. When something happens in your life and you collapse, boosh, don't cry. God, that was good. I never expected it. And then when everything turns green for you and again you rise up, don't pat yourself. God, that was good. Very good, very good. Keep it up. In every action, see His play, see His dance. Life is worth living that way. But in every action we see ourselves and others only, isn't it? What happened? This fellow did like that, that's what happened. That's the problem. And you know what I'm going to do for him? Forget about him, think about God. tapāmyahamahaṃ varsham nigrihnāṃ utsrajāmicha amrutam chaiva mrityuscha. I am immortality as well as death. Amrutam, that which enables you to be alive. Yena lokaha jivati tadamrutam. That by because of which one remains. Namrutam, not dead. That is also me. And that because of which one dies. That is also Him. Birth also is me. Death also is me. Life also is me. Every breath is me. Sat asatcha ahaṃ Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, you know what? The Sat and the Asat both are me. Sat is me. Sat is that which has got a distinct form. Sat, what you can see. That which exists, you see. Asat, that which doesn't have a concrete physical form, but which is nevertheless your thoughts. It doesn't have a concrete form. You have a thought of an object, but the thought itself is not physical. Subtle. Na sat iti asat. That which has no form, amurtha, is that also is me. The gross also is me. The subtle also is me. Everything is me if you have eyes to see. If you don't have eyes to see, get the eyes to see. How long are we going to live a life like this? When can we rise and have those eyes which can see the Lord everywhere? When can our mind become refined and pure enough to see His presence everywhere? When can we wake up from this slumber and see His divinity? For that day, don't wait. It is today if you want to. It will be never if you don't want to. If you want to, it is yours. In this way, the Lord expresses how one can see Him in His manifold variety. The good and the bad are both Him. In different forms. There is an inward vision which is required, and there's an outward action which is required. Outward action, let it be as required. Inward vision of seeing the one Lord should not be lost in spite of whatever outward action is required. All right? In this way, Bhagavan Shri Krishna has explained, and we are enjoying His explanation of Himself. Okay? All right. We'll have Purnamada, and thereafterwards we'll have Arti. Please. And when Arti is going on, mentally pray to the Lord that this knowledge should not just remain as knowledge, but should transform us and become a wisdom. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevāvashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.